What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today, I know it's been a while. I am starting a new business venture with Shopify, and basically, I am going to venture into unsaturated markets. Now, I know this is a big thing recently because a lot of people just been trying to sell in the United States, the UK, Australia, Canada, etc. But a lot of people don't seem to be selling in these other countries that have a lot of people. Well, they don't have as many people as like the United States and stuff, but they have high GDP and they have a lot of people that are spending a decent amount online. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my journey and what I want to present to you guys and show you guys on the way, because this is something that I feel like I'm very passionate about. So going on to the next slide. Uh, so basically, the U.S., UK, Australia, and Canada, they all have a lot of sellers on Facebook, and there's a lot of people to compete with. So you've probably seen a lot of products out there. They'll be selling good for a couple months or so. They'll have plenty of demand, and there'll be a lot of sellers jumping onto it at the same time, and it becomes very saturated very quickly. And that's because all these sellers, I'd probably say anywhere from 95% or anywhere from 90 to 95% of the Shopify sellers are selling on these marketplaces within the top four countries, and that can be a problem because there's a limited amount of ad space on Facebook. So all these people are competing with each other on Facebook, and it's a little bit harder to get conversions. It's a little bit harder for you to get your ad shown to the same people because there's so many sellers just competing against each other. And now, don't get me wrong, like you can make a lot of money from those countries. You still can. Like there's nothing wrong with that. It's just higher cost. There's more competition. The only thing you have to do is just make yourself unique. And me personally, I originally was into like general stores and stuff, but I understand now the power of like one product stores and really branding yourself instead of just having a general store that sells a random product that doesn't even have your logo on it. And I found that people are more brand loyal and trust your brand more if your brand completely circles around one product or a certain niche. Um, and that's basically what I'm going to be doing within these next couple of months, is trying to build my own brand on these unsaturated markets, and see exactly if I can build a 6 to 7 figure brand within 6 months to a year. So I'm going to be trying to do that. There's hundreds of millions of people to market to. That is one great thing about the four, top four countries that people are saying are saturated. But like I said, there's a lot more competition with that. There's low barrier to entry, especially if you're already an English speaker, like you're already fluent with English. It's easy to set up ads, easy to set up the website. You don't have to worry about translators and stuff unless you're from a different country that doesn't speak English. Easy to set up stores, email sequences, etc. So it's very low barrier to entry, but like I said, with that there are its cons, with the amount of sellers there are and how much competition there really like arises over time as products start getting onto the marketplace. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next slide. So my plan is to really try my best to sell in Germany. Now I've already ran ads, I've already set up my store and everything. I've had a translator just translate my store completely from English over to German. Now it cost me around $150. It wasn't that bad. Honestly, it was a great investment because I've got the most sales and conversions like I've ever gotten from me doing Shopify or any business in general just from selling in Germany. So I was able to translate my ads, my ad copy, and then also my store completely for around $150, which isn't a bad deal. Now I wouldn't recommend trying to get someone on Fiverr. I would try and go on Upwork, people that have like a track history or some type of cover letter showing all their work. Now you can use Fiverr, but I feel like Upwork's more professional with it. Other than that, if you're in a Facebook group or something, just make a post, say like, hey, is there anyone in here that speaks German and is fluent in English who would be interested in translating my store. There's some people out there, you just got to be careful. What I would do personally, if you're worried about them trying to scam you or something, only pay them a little bit at a time. So let's say they get a quarter of your store done or translated, just pay them that. and then as they go on, just pay them more and more until they're completely done with all the work. And that's personally helped me. And honestly, I think for $150 for all that converted, that's a good deal. And I feel like other people would overcharge for that, especially if you went on Fiverr or Upwork. So, um, but one thing that is, I guess you could say a con, but not really, is a high barrier to entry. A lot of people do not want to jump on these unsaturated marketplaces because just the language barrier. There's so many people that are English speaking that English is their first language, so it's very easy for them to set up ads and stores and stuff. Um, but trying to set up stores in different languages is another story. So that's why there's not that many sellers. That's why it's not competitive at all. And that's why I feel like I was able to get that many sales and conversions. Now I was profitable. Now I started to break even a little bit, and I started going into negative, and that's personally because the ads that I was using, I think they had ad fatigue. Like there's not. You got to remember in these unsaturated countries. Um, there's not that many people. Like Germany, if you put the whole country of Germany on Facebook, just put that one interest in, it's only like 32 to 36 million people in total. And you got to think about that when you're putting interest in, like, and you're doing broad targeting for your Facebook ads. Um, it's going to get much lower than that. So you got to keep that in mind. Ad fatigue is going to be a bigger thing. I feel like if you're trying to test ads and run ads on unsaturated marketplaces, so you're always going to have to pump out new ads, whether it's every other day or you know, try and do it every week. Now that's it's just about being consistent. Now, of course, you have to see what really works for you. But honestly, like me personally, once I get my store and business up and going, I'm probably going to try and create new ads every other day or every 3 days, stuff like that, just so I have extra backup ones that I can test, so I don't have to worry about ad fatigue and my conversion rates going down and my ROAS going down. Um, so also, the great thing about probably one of the biggest pros for these unsaturated markets is the fact that you can sell products that are saturated and had tons and tons of sellers already selling it um, in like the top four countries, the UK, US, Canada, Australia. You can take those products and sell them on here, and they will do the same. Um, they will do the same, probably if not better, on these marketplaces because they're untapped. No one's really sell them on here just because of the barrier to entry. So that's something you guys should keep in mind. Um, and that's what I'm trying to do right now is take that theory and take products that's already proven to sell well. So it's just like, why would a product sell well in the United States or all these other countries but not sell well in Germany? It's the same stuff that people need in these top four countries are the same stuff that people would need worldwide. Whether it's I don't know, I'm trying to think of a saturated product like the posture corrector, or um, I don't know, the pineapple juicer or something like that. But you guys understand what I mean. These are untapped. Uh, these are our untapped marketplaces, and these places are really something that I feel like a lot of people are taking for granted. Like they're gonna think, oh, I've tested that before, or I've run ads before, and I didn't get any sales. And you take this from me. Make sure you get someone that is very good at translating your store, because if you try and do it yourself, you just copy and paste your English store into um, you know from English to German in Google Translator. It's going to sound horrible. Like my own translators even told me that. It's just like things don't sound right. Grammar's a little bit off. So you want to have as much trust in your store as you can, just so people, just to increase your conversion rate. Like if you were to go in the store, let's say you're English speaker, you're going on a English store, and you see, a couple grammatical errors every once in a while. So you're not going to trust that store. You're going to think it's like a store made from, the sellers in a different country and stuff. You wouldn't trust it. Um, and that's just human nature, I guess. But uh, that's just something that you guys want to keep in mind. If you have to pay them extra to proofread it, that's fine. Go ahead. But me personally, I didn't really have to have him proofread it. This guy was literally from Germany, and he spoke a lot of English. And a lot of people from Germany speak English, so he was able to convert it really well. And my store is looking very clean. And also, if you're going to do a one product store, guys, try and get a good theme. Try to make the store as clean as possible. Now, I'm not saying you have to pay for a theme, but I'm trying to make it look as premium as possible. If you have extra cash laying around, go ahead and invest that into your store or website to make it look as good as possible. Now, when you guys are tagging along with me, I'm going to be showing you my ads. I'm going to be showing you my store. Um, well, not of course the product that I'm doing, but I'm going to be showing you how I set up like my different apps and stuff. You know, what ads I've ran already, what I've figured out, testing, what you shouldn't test. Well, not what you shouldn't test or what you shouldn't do when it comes to Facebook ads and stuff. But my plan is to build a one product store in Germany using existing proven products. And I've already created these ads. I've already created the ad copy and stuff. I'm just going to be showing you basically my progression through this. Like me, right now, I've already contacted my supplier. I have got my logo on these products, and I'm going to be sending samples over to me. There's like 5 different variants. I'm having them sent to me. I'm going to be creating videos with them. Because what I found out is the videos that I create personally, instead of outsourcing them, like paying someone on Fiverr or Upwork to do these product videos, from just grabbing them from the internet and putting them together, I found out that mine worked the best when I put them together, whether I use InShot or some other movie editor. When I put the videos together with my own scripts and stuff, that's when they perform the best. So it's what I found that seemed to be working the best when I do my own videos, because you personally, you know what you want, you know exactly how you want the ad set up, as opposed to, you know, someone you're just paying for them to set up the ad. They don't really care about the product, they don't really care about the script, they just, you know, want to get paid and go along with their day. So that's just something you guys should keep in mind. But yeah, I'm going to be creating these videos and be testing a lot, and I'll be showing you guys in my Facebook Ads Manager so you guys can see what exactly I was testing and how much testing I put into this, because it was a lot, but I learned a lot as well. And you guys cannot expect just to put $200 or even $500 into this, and then expect to blow up and make, you know, $1,000 days, $2,000 days, even $100 days sometimes. You have to put a lot of money towards testing in the beginning so you can figure out if this product is good or if it has some potential. You know, my product, honestly, it has a lot of potential. Like, I've never got this many, you know, daily sales on a product before. Of course, there were sales here and there, but it definitely has potential. And I feel like I can scale it. And like I said, it wasn't profitable. It wasn't profitable because I'm in the testing phase, and that's what a lot of people don't tell you, is that they go through a lot of testing first before they actually make a product up and going, and before they actually start making a lot of money from it. So that is just something that I'm trying to get over right now. And um, what I'm trying to do is really stick to one product. Like, if you know how a product works, you see other sellers selling it and making a lot of money off of it, then why would you try and you know, do this product, spend $200 on the product there, and then try and jump on to the next one? You're never going to make it anywhere, guys. You need to focus on one product alone. After you verify it, make sure you know that it's selling well. Make sure you know you can brand it, and that if you get a couple sales here and there, but you see you'll know if the product has potential if you get a couple sales here and there. Um, and you know, it's kind of consistent and stuff. You know, your ads get a lot of views, or even if you break even, like those products, they have potential. So that's just something that I'm looking forward to doing with you guys, and I want to tell you guys along the way, just so you guys can learn along with me, because I feel like not a lot of YouTubers are documenting their journey trying to sell in these unsaturated markets. So alright, so if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, or any type of videos you want to see, make sure you comment down below, like this video, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace.